I've been looking at all types of content, okay? And what I've noticed is that women really don't like MGTOW. Like they call it, they say it's gay. You hate women. They will think of all the biggest insults. And the worst thing is that you have men. You have men who will even say those same things, those same shaming tactics. I have no issue with men going their own way because I basically am a man going my own way. So I can't be upset at those guys for choosing their road in life. You know, you got Ib Moore. And people hate when men start to organize themselves and they start to when men start to organize themselves and they start to figure out who they are. I think that bothers a lot of people because people want to control men. They want to control how we think. They want to control how we act. You know, they don't want to help us. They want to see us deteriorate, you know? And I try my best to be as honest with people as possible because people need honesty. People don't need lies. There's too much lying going on as is. You know what I'm saying? And because there's so much lying going on, these women become delusional. They become delusional. And I'm trying to help them and they think that I'm the bad guy. They think that I'm the bad guy because I'm being honest with them. But you got men who lie to them to try to get money out of them, to try to sleep with them, and they don't understand this. This is why they shame. You know what? They shame men for choosing not to bend the knee. Y'all know Game of Thrones, right? And what's her name? Khaleesi. I can't think of her other name. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed dragon mother. She wants Jon Snow to bend the knee. She tells him, bend the knee, bend the knee, bend the knee. Finally, he bends the knee. Well, basically, he bended and then started smashing. But anyway. And what it becomes is like, you have a situation where women want men to bend the knee. Women want to feel empowered. They want to feel respect. You know, even Amber Rose has admitted that she likes to be in control of the relationship she's in. This is why people laughed at 21 Savage when he was at her slut walk. Because they felt like he was lowering himself in order to appease this woman. To show this woman the utmost respect. A woman who really hasn't earned respect. She's been clinging on to that 15 minutes because of the men that she's gotten with. None of the fame that she's gotten is authentic at all. And she's surgically enhanced. So it's not like she's natural in any way, shape, or form. And the thing is about this whole being romantic, being a nice guy, it's a way to play games with us. It's a way to sort of manipulate us and keep us in chase mode, you know? It's like a woman who said that she's going to leave the guy she's with to be with you. Then you realize she's full of it. Like, look at the particular females I've had on my platform. Come and go. I've had females who I've been cool with outside of social media. They come and go because when they realize I'm not going to bend the knee, when they realize I'm not going to show them the respect they think they deserve, now all of a sudden I'm of no use to them because he's like, oh, he can't, he can't respect me. You know, he can't put me on a pedestal. What can I do? Because a lot of women, unfortunately, man, they're being pushed and pulled in the wrong direction. And because they're being pushed and pulled in the wrong direction, they don't understand that there are people out there manipulating them. You got old men, you got men in their 40s and 50s simping their asses off for women who don't respect them. Just for an opportunity to slide up in them. Just maybe for an opportunity to slide up in them, you know. which never really happens because that woman doesn't respect you enough to sleep with you. Some of these women want to respect you before they do anything with you. And women will use all the tools in their arsenal in order to gain control of you in some way, shape, or form. And the one thing, and I will say this too, I'm not a romantic person myself. I'm not the one to give you flowers and open up your door, tell you that I love you every 5 minutes. That's just not me. That's just not me. I'm not one of those people to do that. I'm not one of those people to give you that satisfaction that you think you need. I'm the type of person to tell you the truth. Because if I don't tell you the truth, who will? You got too many guys on social media lying to you, putting a battery in your back, and all they're going to do is keep you in the position that you're in. Let me just say this too. I got to say this. You got these fake fraudulent Nawalts, okay? They claim to be Nawalts, but they're just a bunch of con artists. They're there to monitor you, to make sure that you're not leaving the plantation, to make sure they have some kind of control over you. And I noticed that because as soon as you disagree with them, they want to call you names. They want to disrespect you because you have not fully bended the knee. You have not fully bowed down. And these women want y'all to bow down. And I noticed that. I noticed the fakeness with some of these females, man. They cool, they on your team, they calling out these women, but as soon as you disagree with them, they in their feelings. Now, I'm not saying all women, but you do have certain women, man. They get in their feelings if you disagree with. All you doing is disagreeing with them. You disagree with them all of a sudden now. You're all these different words. You know, you're lame. You must be gay. You're talking about going your own way. Going your own way to what? You know, and you know, you hate women. You don't find certain women attractive. You're a colorist. You hate yourself. You hate your mother. There's all these different shaming tactics that are used against us. But no shaming tactic formed against me shall prosper. Every man should say that to himself. No shaming weapon can be formed against me shall never, ever, ever, ever prosper. Because at the end of the day, women will always need us. They will always need us. And I want people to understand, like, I know I'm 29 years old. I know there's still things I need to learn. But there's one thing that I need to know, that I already know, is the nature and the behavior of a lot of these so-called fake fraudulent Nawalts. A lot of these beta males, a lot of these weak, lame, cowardly guys who hide behind women, who defend a lot of these women and their ratchet behaviors. You got women who disrespect black, not just black men, but they disrespect men, period, and they get a pass. They get a pass because for the most part, there are men who grew up a mama's boy, and because they're a mama's boy, they are the ones who still believe in romanticism, still believes in being a romantic. They still want to give dysfunctional women a pass because they feel like that dysfunctional woman is just like their mother. And they might be right. I mean, look how many dysfunctional women there are on YouTube. I mean, you can count on, no, you can't count. You can't count on two hands of the amount of dysfunctional women spewing nothing but garbage. And you have people who will believe it. Listen, man, on this platform, you got women, okay, who've interracially dated but then will tell you that you shouldn't interracially date. They will talk about colorism, but they were putting white people on a pedestal. It's crazy. They want to be, pro-melanin one day, and then they want to be anti-black male the next. Which one is it? You can't have it both ways. If you want to be a defender of all things female and black, you do that. You do that. But don't hide behind colorism. Don't hide behind the fact that you're a hypocrite. And you have people who will defend your hypocrisy, all because you say that you're defending a certain group of people when you're not. You even got people, man. You even got people doxing other people, man. All in the name of, you hurt my feelings and I want to get back at you. This is the era that we're in. The era of weak-minded people. This is exactly why I don't associate with a lot of people. You got the males who still believe in being romantic, pulling out the car door, pulling out the seat, giving flowers that the girl is going to throw away. You think that that's going to win you respect. You think that by defending these fake fraudulent Nawalts, you think that's going to gain you favor. Dude, they will sleep with me before they sleep with you. You're not winning anything. You will never win against a man who thinks for himself. I think for myself. I will always win. I don't care how much money you give these efforts. It don't matter to me. See, I don't go around calling myself an alpha male. I let my actions speak for themselves. But I can tell you one thing. Doesn't matter the age of some of these guys. These guys are beta to the core. I've seen dudes who are way older than me who simp their asses off and they think that they're gonna win some prize. They think by defending women against other men they're gonna win something. You got dudes making videos in defense of women who disrespect them, and these women are putting them on a pedestal because they know he's fighting their cause. Now, when people talk about a gender war, let me say this about a gender war. Usually the gender war is fought not on video or not by blogs, but it's fought by the people who want to continue to see us men and women go at each other. You have the women who hate masculinity. They want to control masculinity. Then you got the men who want to preserve their masculinity. But you also have those men who they know they're weak. And because they know they're weak, they're going to defend whatever these females do. And of course, I'm not talking about all female. There are some decent, very decent women out here. Okay? But you also have the ones who are pushing this narrative of colorism. They're pushing this narrative of hate for the woman, and not want women to be free and have say so and have equal rights. Listen, let me tell y'all this. When it comes to equality, I would love nothing more for women to be equal. You know why? Because then a woman has to do her own work. A woman has to fight in the military. We all know women don't want nothing to do with fighting in the front lines. I was sent an article the other day about a woman who was put in infantry of the army, and she quit a week later. She quit a week later. Does that seem like somebody who truly wants equality? I bet you after that experience, she wasn't talking that equality shit. See, you have certain women with this feminist. They have feminist-minded women. They want a certain type of control. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care about equality. That's not what they want. They just want an advantage. You know what I'm saying? They want that easy money. And then they want to brag about the easy money. But they want to make what men make. But see, the thing is about men, we can go out and start businesses. We can go out and work with our hands. A lot of women ain't going to do that. So this is why we're going to always have an advantage when it comes to making more money, whether we are in corporate America or not. But back to what I was talking about with being a romantic. The whole romantic thing is pretty much non-existent. I think the only type of men who believe in being a romantic are usually men who can't get a woman without, snitching on other men, tricking money off, spending money on women. Those are the only type of guys who are still believing in being a romantic. Defending women against the opinions of other men. That's the only men out here who still believe in being a romantic.